Movie buffs, welcome back to the Movie Bay. This is D. In today's video, we're going to do a take 5. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive in and get this take 5 started. Starting with, like we always do, our comedy pick. And our comedy pick for this take 5 is going to be Click. Click came out in 2006. It has a 6.4 IMDb. I can agree with that. I think it was a good movie. It wasn't the best, but it was pretty good. It was one of Adam Sandler's, in my opinion, one of his better movies. 107-minute runtime. Adam Sandler, Kate Beckinsale, and Christopher Walken. This movie is basically, this movie's been done before, but this time is with like a remote, a mystical, magical remote. He want to go back, change some things about his life. Sort of like Mr. Destiny, but you know, in these type of movies, when you go back and alter things, it comes with a consequence, and then you want to revert back to the way things was. This story's been told a few times, but Click was a very interesting take on that type of storytelling. Next up, our horror pick for this one is going to be the Child's Play reboot from 2019. This was an excellent retelling of Child's Play, and I'm hoping that they will come out with a sequel to this one because I thought it was a good movie. I liked how they updated Chucky for a modern time where he's Wi-Fi, he's digitally connected. He's not so much possessed like the original Chucky, but it is like, I want to say it's demonic code, demonic software. The software itself is kind of demonic, if you would. But it was a really good movie. I thought the kills was pretty good. I didn't care too much for the look of the doll, but outside of that, I thought this was a fantastic retelling of Child's Play. Over the years, the last 10, 15 years, there's been a lot of horrible remakes and reboots, and there's been some good ones. All reboots and remakes aren't bad. And this is one of the better ones. So Child's Play remake. Next up, our action pick for this Take 5 is going to be Casino Royale. Now, to me, this is the best of the Daniel Craig Bond movies. This is in the top 5 for me. And I like, for the most part, almost all the Bond movies across all the over all the decades and all the actors who done Bond. Daniel Craig is not the best Bond, but this is one of the better Bond movies. I really did enjoy Casino Royale. So Casino Royale came out in 2006. It sits at a really nice IMDb of 8. 8 to me is damn near perfect. Movies that hit 9, they few and far between. But movies that hit 8, in my opinion, are perfect movies. And to hit a 9 on IMDb is almost impossible. There's a few, but not that many. 144 runtime. Daniel Craig, Judi Dench, and Jeffrey Wright round out the cast in this. Jeffrey Wright is just on a tear as of late. So check out Casino Royale. Next up, our drama for this Take 5 is going to be one that I really, really enjoyed. I didn't think I was going to like it when I got it, but I watched it, and this has become one of my favorite movies in my collection, and that is Passengers. Okay, so Passengers, 2016, a good 7.0 IMDb, really good. Once you start hitting the high 6s, like 6, 8, and above, the movie more than likely is going to be good. More than likely, and this is a really good movie. You got 116-minute runtime. Jennifer Lawrence, Chris Pratt, and Michael Sheen round out the cast in this movie. You also got Andy Garcia briefly, and you got Lawrence Fishburne briefly. This movie is excellent. This movie is basically people are leaving Earth to find a new world to inhabit. There we go, inhabit. And it's a long journey, so they're going to have to do it in like stasis. And so Christopher Pratt's, his stasis pod, I do believe it malfunctions. He wake up early, but he was alone. He was bored. And he saw her stasis pod. He did something to it. He sabotaged it. She woke up early. It was just a really good movie. It's got a lot of things going with it. It's hard to really explain it, but he wakes her up. She finds out that he sabotaged her pod because she thought her pod malfunctioned. That's what he made her believe. But when she found out that he actually sabotaged and woke her up way earlier than she should have been awakened, she was pissed, but they came back together. It was a great movie. It was a fantastic movie. One of Jennifer Lawrence's better performances, in my opinion. She did, I don't even include her, like The Hunger Games. That's a whole different animal, but her other movies, this is one of her better performances, and I really enjoyed The Passengers. And I think you would too. Next up, last, is our thriller. And our thriller is Paul Walker's Running Scared. Running Scared. Now, when you watch Running Scared, you'll think about a movie like Out of Time with Denzel Washington. Very similar. The way the movie flows is very similar to that, but this time instead of money, it's a gun that was used in a murder. And Paul Walker was charged by the mob to get rid of this gun, but he kept different guns from different jobs as leverage because he was undercover. But you don't really know that until like the end of the movie. This movie is fantastic. This is, in my opinion, this is Paul Walker's best standalone movie. Again, I won't, somebody like Paul Walker who's a part of a mega franchise, I won't include that. I'm talking about his standalone work outside of the Fast and the Furious. Just like when I did the Take 10 on Samuel L. Jackson, I excluded his MCU stuff. But, man, this was really good. This really surprised me, and it's become one of my favorite movies in my collection. It's right up there in my top 200. So the numbers on that one is, it came out 2006. You got a really nice 7.4 IMDb. I'm telling you, if you've never seen this, it's that good. 122-minute runtime, so it's not very long. 122 minutes. Well, no, that'll put it at the 2-hour mark. Yeah, a little bit over 2 hours. And it stars Paul Walker. Fantastic movie. You'll like this one. If you never heard of it, because I never heard of this movie before I actually picked it up used at a store, and by that time it's been out for a few years, so I missed out on a treat. I don't want you to miss out. Paul Walker, Running Scared. You need to check this one out. This is out of this Take 5. This is the one I really want you to go see. And I want you to go see The Passengers. I want you to get a hold of these movies anyway, whether you stream them or not. Check these out. That's our Take 5 for this day, and I'll see you in the next one.